As you can see, Wendy is still here. What's the holdup?
I will find a place for us. I will show you where to go. I won't try to change your mind, 'cause I'm always on your side.
Okay, as you can see, we still have Wendy with us, and Wendy's going to be here for a couple of weeks still. But I did allude in the last video that we might have stepped into one that we absolutely fell in love with, and we did. So I know a lot of you are asking, like, what is the holdup? Like, why is it taking so long for us to get an RV, especially if we've already picked one out? Here's the scoop. We are looking for a house here in the Phoenix area, and we have put 2 different offers on houses. I am not going to say whether we have found the one yet or not. That's going to be for a later episode, but what I am going to do today is talk about the different kinds of houses that we've looked at while we've been here. We've gone through so many. The list started at like 60 some odd properties that met all of our like specifications, and then it shrunk from there, and then more were added on, and it kept shrinking down, and we changed our minds a lot about what it is that we're looking for. Our family has been on the road for almost 4 years now, and we have not had a property of our own in that whole time. This is our one and only house. For travel nursing purposes, we have to have a home base or a tax home. Currently that is in Kansas. We are renting a room from my in-laws, from John's parents, and we have been doing so since we left. This is unique only to travel nursing. This is not something you have to do if you're just out RVing and you want to make a domicile somewhere else. This is something totally different. As we said in a video before up here, if you haven't seen it, we would say one of the biggest things that we would tell travel nurses now getting on the road is don't sell your home. We couldn't have gotten on the road. We did what we did to get on the road. So if that's you, like, do what you gotta do to get out there, right? But if you can't keep your home, keep it, because this process has been really stressful, let me just say. And so today we're going to take you with us as we go look for a new home base, not to quit traveling, but a place to come back to that is ours, that is home when we're not on the road. There are plenty of people out there that are completely content with forever traveling in their RV, and I think that is fantastic. And we do plan to continue traveling and to continue homeschooling, so this isn't a house, I know some of you have commented, this is not a house that we plan to come to that we're going to put our kids back into school and sit for the whole school year here. This is just a place where we can land in the wintertime and take a hot minute to rest and recoup and then get back on the road. So let's move on to the 5 types of properties or housing situations that we have been looking into. The first being land. When we were in North Carolina, we just looked at land that we wanted to develop into a place where we could put our RV, maybe rent a spot out, maybe build something on, but basically just raw land, and it was something that we were going to purchase in cash and not have any payments on. Decided we don't like that option because we really want a house to return to. And if we've learned anything through this whole pandemic, it is that we really wished that we had a true place that we could retreat to when we needed a break, or if things really got out of control, that we could return to and feel like we were secure. And we didn't have that through this whole pandemic, and it's something that we really kind of wish that we did have. So the land option is definitely one that a lot of people go with, and if we were going to go that way, we would definitely plan on building something in the future. So the second type of property that we wanted to look for was a house that had a lot of space on it where we could rent out spaces potentially to RVers. A big problem here in the Phoenix area for families traveling is that there are not a lot of parks that offer under 55 or with children options. I can count on one hand. In fact, I actually only know of 3 in the Phoenix area that are family friendly. That becomes a problem if you're not into boondocking. Of course, there's the regional parks. Suppose if you booked out way in advance, you might be able to stay in regional parks by hopping site to site and like really book that all out in advance. We are just not that forward planner type of people. So we wanted to be able to offer maybe some spots for people to rent. This is a no. Yeah. This is a
hard pass.
A hard pass.
We'll clean up the yard and stuff, but man, it would need a lot of work. What's the list price for this?
No kidding, like, what are they asking for this?
$465.
Oh, heck no.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, I am trying so hard not to fall in love with this one because it's a little bit out of a price range, but it is everything that we want. I mean, this backyard is humongous. We can put like 3 or 4 pads back here and have people come stay with us. Look at this yard. Palm trees, beautiful sunset, adobe house. So cool. And there's 2 RV gates on either side that you could come and do like a full pull through. And an RV, like it's a shed that's already got like all kinds of electricity hooked up to it. Oh my gosh. One downfall to houses with land is they're way out of the city. Usually they're not super close to a hospital, so if travel nurses are going to rent those out, they're going to be a little bit on the outskirts. Now for us, we don't mind the commute, but we know that that's not the case for everyone. Third option is instead of a house with a lot of land that's on the outskirts of town, what if we find a house that has a little bit of land in town that we could possibly rent out an RV site? This would be a situation where we would either rent the house out or rent the RV spot out, but never at the same time. They probably would never rent them both at the same time. And so we did come across a couple that would work on that and almost put an offer on one of them. Okay, so this one is checking off all of the boxes for us. It is a smaller home, but that is perfect. We don't want to go big. We've looked at some big ones. We're not interested in a payment that is outrageous or spending more money than we need to. So this is a 4-bedroom home. So this would be the master. The lighting is not very good in here.
So this might be the house?
Maybe, I like it a lot. So that's the master. This would be Chloe's room.
Chloe's room.
Okay, they gotta replace the window in there. This would be Ethan's room and Aaron's room. So each kid would be able to come home and take a...
replace the curtains because I hate these curtains.
Okay, well, this is the bathroom. So this is the door in the laundry room and it goes out to the backyard. So if we did some really cool landscaping and made an RV spot in the backyard here, then we'd be able to lock the entry into the house and whoever's staying back there would still have access to our laundry room and would be able to do laundry, which I really like that feature. I think that's really neat.
Somebody to gravel the yard back here too with additional kind of landscaping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, level out everything and then maybe even build just like a surface deck, kind of like this is just built on pallets is what this is.
Yeah, we would tear this out, but yeah.
Built on pallets, but then build a little flat deck kind of patio here, you know, or maybe even paint
have a nice little
something
space
like that.
Again, with the excellent space in the backyard. A kind of an interesting layout. This is actually an addition. I love the kitchen. The kitchen is like chef's kiss. I love the kitchen. And then here is the weird part. This is the master bedroom. There's no like window in the master bedroom. There is a bathroom. And then we have these like beautiful French doors that open to another bedroom. So there's the closet, and then this is again part of the addition. So you have an entrance to the bedroom here. We could wall that off, but then that bedroom, the master bedroom, has no natural light whatsoever. So I've been saying all along, it really comes down to the outside and what the outside looks like and how we can make that work for RVs. But the truth is the inside does matter some because this layout is just, it's too funky.
So far the tiniest one is winding.
Funny because we're not purposely looking for the smallest house we can find, but literally anything feels bigger to us than before, and we just don't want a massive house.
We have driven all over the city of Phoenix.
Yes, it's a 4-bedroom and there's space to park a trailer. It's doable.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely not like a wowing type of property.
The next one is a house with a parking spot available for RVs. In this situation, it would only be about renting the house out and not about renting a site out, but would still give us the ability to park our rig next to our house when we were there, or for other people to park their rig when they were there. Because let's say there's family travel nurses out there that would like to try an Airbnb style situation for a little while and have some more room for a contract, or even just a month of their contract to give them some space. Then they could park their trailer next to the house, rent the house for a month, and then be on their way.
You give me a sign, give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign, baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more.
You guys, this housing thing is getting nuts.
$429.9 actually.
$439?
9. Like 440.
$440?
Yeah. My room.
This ain't it. But it gives me an eye-opener about making offers on other houses based on what this one is trying to sell for.
I think today, I feel like we are going to put a serious offer in on something today.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
We are at a new housing development, looking at something very different today.
It's a very large garage that you can put an RV in that is attached to the house. So like think barn dominium, but like nice home.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna go check out. We may or may not. I mean, this is something.
It's just something
It's
to
just
look
something
at.
to look at to see if it's something that we might be interested in.
It's gonna be fun.
Check in here, guys. This is where we go.
This is 2,390 square feet, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 2-car tandem, and garage. But this one looks like it's a single. Let's go look at it.
Okay. Wow. Nice. This is cool. I'm gonna note how bright it feels in here. I thought it would be really dark. It feels really bright.
So give me a sign, give me a sign. Oh, baby, just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more.
As you may have heard us mention in a video before, the duplex was an option for us and something that we were looking at. But as we got into it, it really wasn't a viable option here in the Phoenix area. We had thought about getting a duplex, renting one side out for long term and renting the other side out for short term when we weren't there, or just not even renting out the second side at all. And that would sort of be a house hack for us to have part of our mortgage always covered for us, which would be a fantastic situation for us. We did go around and look at some of those possibilities. So the duplexes that we found and the multi-family places that we found were just not in good areas.
Well,
Okay, it's extremely difficult and unfair to judge a book by its cover.
yep.
However, this particular neighborhood, there are some tents set up right next door, and all the houses have bars on all the things, and so we'd have to do some research to see, but this doesn't feel like necessarily it's the safest area.
Got some palm trees though.
Yeah, palm trees are beautiful. This area is a no for us. It is literally right next to the highway also. So while that might be easy access, I don't know if I like that. How does this play into our whole search for a new RV? Well, to be honest, we have to get the house settled first before we can apply for an RV, because we don't want to do anything that could potentially mess up our mortgage, and so that has to be on hold until we're able to close on the house. The good news is that that might be soon. But in the meantime, we do still have Wendy until we finalize everything else. And we look forward to sharing that process with you. And I think we're going to have some wild whirlwind episodes coming up in the near future if everything goes through as we plan and as we hope.
I will find a place for us. I will show you where to go.
Thank you guys so much for watching and for coming with us on this journey. And just a reminder, we're not doing Real Talk Tuesday this Tuesday. We've gone to every other Tuesday format. There is just a lot of things going on in the background and not a lot of content being collected right now. See you this Sunday, and hopefully if you're in the Phoenix area, we'll see you out there. Oh my gosh, you guys, the balloons!